Okay, so here we go again for another shot at trying to explain Hammond River Institute. My name's Phil Reese, and going to take a few minutes of your time, if you don't mind, to explain a possibly unique feature of Hammond River Institute, but I doubt it. Hammond River Institute, as we mentioned in previous videos, is about doing projects. HRI itself is a project, and everything that is done at HRI is a project. And I pointed to the list of projects that HRI wanted to do. Never got done, but wanting is the main part. The other part is that in any project there are a number of disciplines which require specialties all of their own. We all know what accountants are, we all know what lawyers are, we all know what engineers are, don't we? Except for those of us who are engineers. And each of these things we recognize as having a specialty in an area that is unique. They speak their own language often. If you've ever talked to a finance person, you probably have no idea what he said. So these groups at Hammond River Institute, we have identified, we tried to keep it under 40 actually, but I'm not sure I succeeded in doing that. These were areas that were come up in my experience in the working world with projects that I was involved in, mostly from the government financing point of view. And so time and time again you would have to delve into new areas that you weren't familiar with and get yourself up to speed. So as a result, what I was hoping to do at Hammond River Institute was to create these special interest groups of like-minded professionals who would work together and collect their knowledge, collect their experience, and make it available to those of us people who weren't part of their profession to help us get up to speed quicker in whatever it is they were proposing to do and whatever it is we were going to pay them money to do. So these special interest groups, as we call them, you can see the list there. Some of them are fairly obvious, accounting for example. Now in my home page of HRICan.org, this originated as a bunch of Google sites, and grateful to Google for the way they set it up. Not quite as grateful when they upgraded it and messed up all my sites, and I've been trying to catch up ever since. Let's take for example the special interest group for accounting. It was a site of its own, and I believe this, yes it did, this is one of the ones that I did actually get to upgrade. And so every special interest group looks the same. They all have a topic page, resources, who's who does what, events. They have their own projects, And there's this weird little thing that I call deliverables, and they'll have their own data dictionary, as we call it. There are people who are in the professional practice, and tutorials and procedures. So if I go back to a different group, some of these have fleshed out pretty well, some of them not so much. Take mechanical engineering, for example. That was my old group. Here's my new group, converted. Thank you, Google. And so the same topics repeat. Mechanical engineering topics. What is computational fluid dynamics, heat pumps, all of these things that mechanical engineers like to baffle other people with. Who's who are the human resources, where do you find the information, software resources, what resources are available for mechanical engineers, events that never went very far. DIDs. Now the CDIDs. This is a leftover from the days of working on Navy projects. But for example, engineers might tell you that you need an energy balance, and somebody was supposed to fill that in. Somebody didn't. So we'll have a talk to somebody. Let's see, data dictionary. That's a little obscure. I'm going to leave that one alone for now. Tutorials, I don't know if I actually have any tutorials. I guess I do. Somebody has this is a really good site in India for mechanical engineers, and bless their hearts, put that in there. So there are other professions here. Again, they all have this format of topics, resources, events, and so on, tutorials and procedures. So that was the special interest groups. Now, when you start a project, depending on what it is you need to get done, you may meet some people with specialties that you didn't know were specialties. For example, ethics. If you're doing any work with experiments, there's one that didn't get updated. There's a whole rigmarole around ethics, whether you're dealing with animals. There's a ton of issues when you're dealing with people, even on non-medical basis, and it's a world of its own. And if you don't do it right, it'll screw you up. So you better ask the right people to do the right things if you're planning on wasting serious time on a project that involves ethics. And so on it goes. There's like I say, there's a large list there. I guess that's enough for right now. Hopefully that explains what this weird thing is about special interest groups, or SIGs as we call them. And leave it there for now and let you get on with your life. Thanks for dropping in, and stand by. More coming, I hope, Lord willing. Thanks. Bye.